Hi, Keith Thrasher again. I want to go over the basics of field hockey, especially I'm just going to be focusing on what's called the Indian dribble. Now, a quick little historical fact about field hockey is that it can be traced back to about 2000 BC, Egyptian times. There's actually been some hieroglyphs that actually represents two people. They're bent over in a field hockey position with two sticks made out of probably horn. That's probably what they would use. I know the Greeks, that's what they used when they started doing field hockey, and then a wooden ball. So it's safe to say that field hockey could possibly be the oldest recorded game in history. So it's pretty interesting. I can see why, because it would be pretty fun. So field hockey today. Let's first start off with the stick, because the stick is the most important, your most important tool in field hockey. So this is not a regulation field hockey stick. This is a loose adaptation that I fabricated in my garage today, but it gives a good representation of what a field hockey stick may look like maybe 200 years ago, but the concept's still the same. At the end, it's hook shaped. That's useful because that's part of the gameplay. You use your hook to pull the ball along in certain things. But the most important part is that unlike an ice hockey stick, to where the ice hockey stick goes out at this angle and it's flat on both sides, field hockey stick is not flat on both sides. This one is, but we're going to say it's not. This side is going to be completely flat. That's the part that comes in contact with the ball. On the other side, it's going to have a little radius to it. It's going to be convex. It's going to be curved here, and that's important because the ball cannot touch the curved part of the stick. If it does, you get a foul or a penalty. It always has to come in contact with the flat side. Okay, so your grip, if you're right-handed, you want to use your left hand at the top of the stick. You want to grip it tight. This is going to be your twisting hand. This should never move here. Your hand should never move off the stick here. Now your right hand, you want to loosely grab it about right here. You can see where I sanded it down. It represents pretty much where you would on a normal stick. You want it to be able to twist in your hand. I saw a couple coaches that when they teach this, they have their students grab an empty toilet paper carton. You know, what's left when you're done with the toilet paper, and just slide it over here, and they just grab it and twist it in their hand. And that creates less friction and kind of gives you the feel of the stick. So that's how you grab it. Now, to get in your stance is also very important, especially if you're a little older like I am. You don't want to bend over like this. If you do, your back, you're going to last probably about 2 or 3 minutes, and your back's going to stiffen up. So you bend at your knees, and this is the proper stance. You bend at your knees, and your back's straight, not hunched over. That's important. That way you can look and see the field, you can see your opponents, you can see your teammates. So you're in your stance. Now we're going to do the Indian dribble. The Indian dribble is basically, you're just going to go back and forth around the ball. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. Rotating it in your hand, keeping control of the ball. That's all you're doing. That's easier to do when you're just standing, but when you start moving, it's a little tougher. It'd be easier in hockey. Like in hockey, you just go back and forth. That would be so much easier, but it's not part of the play. So you just need to go control the ball on the flat side of the stick. And like I said, the hook, you can use the hook to do that, but as long as it makes contact with that flat side, you're okay. Probably could have put some cones up or something, see if I could do a little slalom with it, but But generally, that's what you're doing, and you're going to be moving at a fast pace, not this slow. A little out of practice, but that's pretty much the Indian dribble. It's just you're just going back and forth, moving it in your hand, just trying to control it. It's actually a pretty fun game, I think. So that is the Indian dribble and kind of the basics of field hockey. I might go into some other moves maybe in my next video. Since I made this stick, I might as well use it a little more. So for my exercise so far for the week, been doing some walking. I'll let you know that I actually went to the doctor and I was getting my blood pressure's been up, and just kind of put me on a better eating regimen and everything. So I'm gonna be exercising a lot more, doing push-ups, sit-ups. Very sore. Obviously, I haven't done push-ups since my Army days, so it's been a while. But been doing a lot of walking with my wife. We try to get out when we can during her days off. Running will not be in my future. I don't run, but I would say probably so far up until today, which is Thursday, I've probably done a good hour and a half combined in exercising. Maybe an hour on top of that with some walking. So that's been my exercise program so far. I will be getting more intense here once the soreness starts wearing off. But that's me for the week. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.